Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video I'm gonna tell you guys some tips on how you can use rejection into your advantage or into your favor. When you guys are going through rejection or a guy stops giving you affection, they love bomb you at first and then after they just decide to be ghost, to be cold and not show you that much affection like they were at the beginning. That's when you need to shift your focus from them on you, because the reason why he's acting that way is because he knows he already has you there. So he's like, okay, whatever I do, like, she's just gonna be there, because he's showed you multiple times that he doesn't respect you and you're still there. Instead of being so focused on his life and him, shift that focus onto you. Try to find a hobby or something that you're passionate about. You can either hang out with some friends that uplift you, and also working out really helps. Not only does it help physically, but it also helps a lot mentally. So I feel like working out is just something that I really enjoy, because you go through the pain and then after you get rewarded with some pleasure, and some long-lasting pleasure, because there's a lot of people that tend to go to the fast momentary pleasure. It's not long lasting, it's only momentary. They get addicted to drugs or alcohol, sex, all the bad stuff that we all like. No, I'm just kidding. No, all the bad stuff that we once tried, and it's momentary pleasure. It's never gonna be long lasting, and it's always gonna have a downside effect. I recommend you to, instead, when you get rejected, don't go partying. Don't try to replace him with another guy, because you're always gonna tend to compare them and you're not gonna find a connection, because you still need to heal. Or if you tend to find someone else that makes you feel that connection, it's gonna be the same life lesson that you're gonna repeat with that guy, because you didn't heal and you didn't learn from that last relationship that you had or situationship. The best thing is to heal, so you also transcend to a new level, to a new version of yourself. But if you keep just trying to get distractions because you don't want to do the inner work, you don't want to work on yourself, because trust me, it is uncomfortable. It is not comfortable. The comfortable thing to do is go with distractions. For example, drugs, partying, other guys, you know, like just trying to distract yourself from what you actually need to work on. I recommend you not to do that, because then it's also gonna make you look bad and make you feel bad, because you're obviously going to be posting on social media. You're like, oh, I never cared about you, but it shows that you did care about him. If you're not the type of person to go out like before, that you usually don't go out, and then you start going out right after the breakup or the no contact, you know, that's when he's gonna be like, oh my god, like, she's just gonna be hoeing around. At the end of the day, his opinion doesn't matter, but I'm just saying, like, it's gonna make you feel bad, so it's not even worth it, you know. It's better just to do the healing, no contact whatsoever. Just try to go through the hard stuff right now and heal and feel the pain, so then after you're gonna feel better and it's gonna be worth it. But just take it from my experience, because been there, done that, and I just feel like right now I'm at a point of life where I'm conscious now of my actions, my results. What you can't change is the results, but you could change your actions and choose to not act that way, so you can get different results from the ones that you used to always get, you know, because obviously because of your ego, you were hurt, your traumas and everything. But yeah, just focus on yourself, find something you're really passionate about, or hobbies. Like, for example, me, I'm learning how to play the piano and I actually really enjoy it. I have singing lessons too. I work out, I try to keep myself occupied. I started reading books. I'm like, can you... I'm working on my patience and not letting no one disrupt my peace. I'm working on that. But I was saying that I'm also like reading books because I want to get more knowledge. I want to be the best version of myself. That's literally my only goal. I'm gonna prioritize myself, and I just want to become this new improved Alexia, that I make myself a priority. I don't let no one's opinion disrupt my peace, because at the end of the day, we all have different insights on different stuff because of the stuff that we've been through. Your opinion is your opinion and I respect it, but you gotta respect mine. And whatever you want to say about me, or you rejecting me, that's not gonna affect me, because at the end of the day, who are you? Who are you? Like, literally, who are you? No, I'm just kidding. I'm like, who are you? Literally, because I'm Alexia and I'm my own person, and I'm not gonna let someone else's rejection affect me. If anything, it's gonna make me evolve to a better version of myself. Thank you so much for rejecting me, because this is what I needed. You also need to focus on what's inside, like healing your traumas or being like, damn, like I keep repeating this pattern, or why am I only attracted to these certain guys, and then the good ones, when they come, I don't like them, and I'm always just going back to the same guys that do me dirty, or they don't really care about me. So that's when you should look at your traumas and the patterns that you're repeating from your parents, and that goes back to the healing part, you know. And you need to focus on what's internal. It's good to work on like your physical appearance, but it's also not gonna do the healing for the inside, you know. You're gonna keep attracting the wrong guys, you're gonna keep on repeating same patterns, and you're gonna be like, why is it happening again? Like, I'm getting deja vu from this because this guy is giving me the same energy of this other guy that I used to talk to, and it didn't end well. Try to lower your ego sometimes, because you know our ego's like, no, I'm right and you're wrong. No, at the end of the day, no one is right and no one is wrong, because you think the way you think because of stuff that you've been through, and I think the way I think because of the stuff that I've been through. So no one is right and no one is wrong. We all just have our different realities, and that's okay. It's sometimes good to like lower your ego and be like, damn, I'm kind of wrong. He's telling me that I'm doing this, and just because I want to be right, he's wrong. That's just always chaos, you know, in humanity, because we always want to be right. Sometimes we're actually wrong, and we need to hear someone else's insight and try to admit that sometimes you're in the wrong. We're not perfect, and that's okay. So out of topic, but I also got this tattoo recently. I got it in Mexico when I was going through all of that. I learned so much from that trip where I went to Mexico, and I got a yin yang. I don't know how you say it. Yin yang. I really like it. It has a meaning to me. It means that being too good isn't that good, but being too bad isn't that bad. For you to be able to see the light, you have to be in the dark. So that explains my situation, because when I was going through this stuff, I was not in the right mindset, but I was trying to stay positive. I always remember that when you go through something, it's always God preparing you to level up and transcend into a different reality, being the best version of yourself, because at the end of the day, that's my goal. So I feel like this tattoo really has a meaning, and you know, for there to be good, there has to be evil, and for there to be evil, there has to be good. There has to be a balance. Now let's go back to the topic. Another thing, when you get rejected, don't try to reach out. Don't try to reach out. I know it's gonna be hard, but it's just like the best thing you could do. You have to ignore them. Pretend like you didn't care. That's why you have to prioritize yourself, and that's why you have to focus on yourself. Don't ever decide to focus on someone else. And I'm speaking from experience, because when you focus on them, they're gonna notice that you're focusing on them, and they're gonna stop focusing on you or teasing you. It's just chaos, you know. Like, you're gonna be suffering. You're like, why isn't he texting me back? Why is he posting and not texting me? Instead of putting that much energy into that situationship or that man, put it on yourself, because that's something that's out of your control. Whatever they're doing, you can't control them. What you could control is your decisions, your mindset, your feelings, and your actions. When they distance themselves from you, that's when you should focus on yourself instead of them, because that means that they do not want you. They do not want you, and that is just sad reality, and you need to face it. And it's not even that deep. Like, I feel like if you get used to this mindset, you're gonna find it way easier. You're not gonna be idolizing him, because in reality, you don't know him. You just made a false reality, and you're idolizing the fuck out of him. You're just fantasizing about what you guys could have been, but in reality, he's a human just as imperfect as you are. Don't idolize men, and don't fantasize about something that's never gonna happen. So that's when you should reclaim your energy and invest it where it really matters, and something that's in your control, not something that's out of your control. Also, what really helped me too is, out of all the stuff that I was doing on focusing on myself, I also prayed a lot to God. Thanks to him, I have the wisdom that I have, and thanks to the experiences that I've been through, it's made me the person that I am today. So I'm so grateful. Every time I would pray to God to make me stronger, make me wiser, make me a better version of myself, he actually listened to me, because now that I think about it, he put me through all of that so I can become the best version of myself. And for that, I am so thankful, and I love him so much. Like, I'm actually so grateful. Like, God really helps me, or however you want to see it, the universe, angels. Also, you need to understand that your value doesn't decrease based on someone else's inability to see it. So if you really think like, oh my God, he rejected me, I'm so ugly, no wonder, like, I'm insecure, and no one's ever gonna like me, like, no, Like the fact that you're actually letting someone else's opinion, someone else, like another person, decrease your value. First of all, that's their opinion, not yours. It cannot disrupt your peace, because at the end of the day, you're your own person. Someone else's opinion shouldn't matter to you. You've rejected guys too. That's because you actually don't prefer them or you don't want them, you know, and it's totally normal. Rejection happens with everyone. It's not only that, oh my god, I'm the ugliest person alive. No, it happens with everyone. So I promise you, it's not gonna be the end of the world. Everyone's opinion's different, and I feel like it's just not that deep. You know what matters? You matter, and that's how you should see yourself. Instead of being your own enemy, try to be your own best friend and try to support yourself and motivate yourself and push yourself to be the best version of yourself, because at the end of the day, no one's gonna do it for you but yourself. And you should let your actions speak louder than your silence. When you're focusing on yourself internally and physically, from the actions that you're gonna be doing, like going to the gym, bettering yourself, reading, whatever, everything that helps you be the best version of yourself, that's gonna be the actions that are gonna be louder than your silence. And that's when the people that rejected you are gonna be like, whoa, like she's definitely working on herself, and you might even inspire them. They're gonna come back crawling to you. I know that for a fact. And how I know that, it's because I kept repeating the same patterns, and now I'm just like, bro, like I'm not gonna commit the same mistakes. Like I know what's right and I know what's wrong, and I know what guys I want and I know what guys I don't. Once they see you doing better, because your actions are gonna speak louder than your silence, that's when they're gonna come running back to you, and they're gonna try to come back to your life because they realize that there's no one like you because you're unique. And then you're not gonna be interested on that, because since you actually focus on yourself, you're not attracted to that same vibration that you were vibrating before, because you're gonna be vibrating in a whole different level. You're gonna know what guys you want and what guys you don't want. It's just life, you know. Life, it's all about leveling up. It is uncomfortable to go through that, to have to change your reality to another reality and keep on evolving and growing. It's not comfortable, but it's totally worth it. That's what life is about, and that's the beauty of it, because everything is perfect and everything is working out how it's supposed to. If you want to change your program mentality, like the way you're programmed, because the old program that we all usually go through is that we auto-sabotage ourselves, that we have our ego, we depend on other people, opinions, validation, etc., and we're also insecure. And if you want to transform that old program to a new program, the new program would be love, abundance, auto-respect, and confidence. And the key for you to actually achieve that change, you have to be resilient. And if you don't know what resilience is the way of you adapting to any circumstance or any incertidumbre. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry, I was in Mexico for too long. So resilience is the ability to move and grow from difficult situations. And for you to adapt that mentality is you shifting your focus on you, on what you can actually control. Other people's actions, you cannot change them. You cannot control them. As much as you try to, that is draining. You're never going to achieve to change someone unless they want to change. It's not going to be easy, because the more you try to go the new way, the new improved way, of course you're going to be scared. You're going to want to go back to that old lifestyle. You're gonna want to have distractions. You're not gonna want to be alone, you know, because it's gonna be scary. But I promise you, it's the best thing you could ever do, because if you choose distractions, they're only gonna release dopamine momentary, and it's not gonna be long lasting, and it's gonna make you feel worse at the end of the day. So trust me, it's gonna be really uncomfortable, but it is worth it. I've been doing it, and it's something that I wish I could have done sooner, but I'm actually not that old. Like I'm actually 18 with this much knowledge, and I'm just so grateful to God that I have this knowledge that I have, and that I'm ready to transform the bad situations and to learn and grow from this and not make the same mistakes again. And that's called being conscious of your actions and your life and wanting to make a difference. And you create this new reality for yourself that's not going to bring chaos into your life, and it's going to make you feel better, make you a stronger person that's actually secure of herself, and it's not depending on someone else's validation or someone else's opinion. And it's not going to be easy, because obviously you're gonna have temptations, like wanting to go back to the old patterns that you used to repeat, that you're basically used to because of your old program that you had all growing up. And you have to be alone and heal by yourself. Once you actually go through it and you're alone, you're gonna be like, damn, why didn't I do this any sooner? Like, of course it's gonna be hard dealing with your own demons and being conscious of your actions, trying to make better decisions for yourself so you can have better results would be the best thing for you to do, to have abstinence balance in your life. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys like this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys want me to do more videos like this. But I love you guys so much, and stay tuned for my next YouTube video. Mwah.